Okay, and there is in our reality a sphere that was created in Las Vegas, and there have been opportunities there where there's transport through space is the experience. It's immersive, it completely surrounds you, and you are put in the presence of things that are enormous. And it seems to mimic what this individual is asking about getting acclimated to large scale ships being in close proximity to you physically. Is that accurate? And is that part of the preparation?
Yes, it is. The idea is that even though the humans that put that experience together are unaware of it, some of the technology they are using was actually developed between extraterrestrials and some of your scientists.
So there were lots of experiences of like traveling through wormholes, visiting parallel realities in outer space. All of these things contribute to our acclimatization, I guess, to the experience of contact as it may first occur.
Yes.
It's a lot of fun. Is that similar to what you experience in outer space?
Ecstatic.
Yes, you feel ecstatic. And are those kinds of ideas similar to what you do when you're on your ships? Because I know you've described it. People have asked you, oh, don't you get bored? And it's actually you're able to transport yourself through space within your consciousness. Is that correct?
And also we experience multidimensionality in our natural state. And therefore we are in contact with spirits, other civilizations telepathically, with our ship, with many different experiences unfolding within our consciousness and within the idea of the manifestation of physicality. There is no time to be bored.
So, and you feel this incredible ecstasy when you're traveling through space like that or being introduced to a parallel reality?
Well, we feel incredible ecstasy constantly, every moment.
So is there no differentiation for you?
There is differentiation in the kind of ecstasy, the kind of experience that is creating the ecstasy. Of course, we can recognize the difference from one experience to another.
So what is one of your favorite things to do in outer space?
One moment. We were making sure that we are allowed to transmit this to you. One of the things I will often do is be in the proximity of the event horizon of a black hole and in communion telepathically with the species we have referred to before as the refractorum, who are capable of extracting information from the event horizon of a black hole and allowing my consciousness to experience through their consciousness that extraction process. It is one of my favorite things.
And now, since we've created the technology to have something like the sphere where you can experience space travel without any fear of losing yourself in space or being stranded, there's no fear associated with it. Is that what it's like when it becomes much more advanced in terms of space travel? Or is this just our first preparation without fear to experience these ideas?
In the advancement of travel through space, there is no fear. In fact, you have to let go of fear to have the advancement to travel through space in the way that we do.
And that's because your ships are like part of your being, right?
In a sense, yes. They
So
are
when you,
extensions.
so you're totally secure psychologically.
Imagine if all of your senses and all of your neurological links were extended from your body about 100 feet away. Like your body is suddenly bigger and capable of moving through space. That's what it feels like. You are literally touching. Your skin is literally touching space itself and absorbing all the information, all the data. Your sensory net is actually woven into the ship and touching space-time itself as you move through space-time.
So this
It's
is like a
more
level.
like the idea that you experience when your body swims through the ocean.
So what we have in store for us is something so exciting and so much fun that at the present we're not completely aware of that. But that's what movement into outer space can be.
Yes, eventually. When you understand how to build ships in the way that we do, the ship will not be for the purpose of protection. The ship will be for the purpose of allowing you to experience what it's actually like to be free in space-time. It will be a medium through which you can move and through which you will sense through the ship as if your body is swimming through a sea of space and time.
Wow. It's so exciting to experience, and it seems very much like a lucid dream. Can you comment on the connection between that and space travel as you described?
Well, yes, because the idea is that lucidity that you're referring to also includes your awareness of yourself as an actual soul, as a spirit being. And therefore, travel through space in the way that we do is not just a physical act, but it is also a spiritual act.
It's so fascinating. It's so far beyond what we had imagined,
Yes.
Space travel would be like. It's fantastic. Yes.
Well, at first, it will be somewhat like you imagined until you advance. And when you advance, you will realize the multitude of levels at which you can experience the idea of travel through space, because ultimately you realize that what is happening is that, in a sense, you're not traveling through space. Space is traveling through you.
Quite amazing. What level of consciousness do we need to evolve to be able to have spacecraft similar to what you're describing?
In about 1,000 of your years.
Wow. So if we have, mostly we'll be able to experience this through technology here as opposed to the actual act of going into space.
There may be opportunities before you yourselves create this technology to experience at least a degree of this by riding in other ships belonging to extraterrestrials who will allow you to get used to that experience slowly over time by riding in their ships.
So this would become available once we have contact?
Not immediately, but eventually.